يا زهور الروض ميدي أسمعي ليلي نشيدي واملئي قلبي سرورا وله اللحن أعيدي يا زهور الروض ميدي أسمعي ليلي نشيدي واملئي قلبي سرورا وله اللحن أعيدي يا زهور الروض ميدي.
The past year has proven eventful for the Ummah once again, sadly, with wars and disasters befalling millions of Muslims who in turn continue to flee their homes in search of relief. Thanks to you, however, Ummah Welfare Trust continues to respond to their calls. Alhamdulillah, the charity has spent over £30 million this past year, providing relief as well as solutions to neglected communities across the Middle East, Africa and elsewhere. Ummah Welfare Trust's focus after Ramadan last year remained on emergency programs in disaster-hit parts of the Ummah. In Syria, the charity has spent over £6 million in response to the suffering, which has today entered its 9th year. Tens of thousands of families, who with time have mostly been forgotten, have been helped with food and household supplies, cash grants, medical equipment and much more, alhamdulillah. 10 containers of relief supplies have also been sent from the UK, bringing smiles to children, their parents and many more.
والله احنا هون وضع العالم الانساني، يعني اذا بدنا نحكي جوا الوضع الانساني وضع الناس كثير سيء. يعني اذا بدنا نيجي على اكثر وضع هلا بالفتره اللي فاتت على الناس الشتويه هاي القاسيه، يعني كوضع الخيم لا في صوبيات، لا في تدفئه، لا في مواد غذائيه، لا في مي للناس، ميه الشرب مقطوعه عنيهم صار لها اكثر من 5 ايام. ويعني صرنا نوصل رسالتنا لكثير ناس وكثير عالم برا انه ناشدنا عالم من المسلمين مشان الوضع الانساني لحتى الان ما حدا لبى الدعوه غير انتم اخواننا، والله يجزيكم الخير.
ايها الليل فازهر وابتسم فالحب احيا ربي فاجمعهم بود بارك.
Emergency work has continued in Iraq and Yemen, where, like Syria, violence and poverty have remained constant. In Iraq, Ummah Welfare Trust has assisted over 25,000 mostly displaced families with food, cash and household supplies. The country's widows, orphans, injured and homeless have been helped.
The people here are suffering from emergency needs, and they need ice, they need NFI kits, they need shelter replacement. We hope to continue your donation to Ummah Welfare Trust.
And in Yemen, where millions have been left just one step away from famine, Ummah Welfare Trust has assisted over 25,000 families with life-saving food provisions.
نشكر جمعية الأمة الخيرية على ما ساهمت وقدمت من دعم خيري للأسر الفقيرة، خاصة في هذه الظروف الصعبة التي تمر بها بلادنا العصيبة، وذلك استنادا إلى قول النبي صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وسلم: والله في عون العبد ما كان العبد في عون أخيه.
أيها المسلمون أيها المسلمون.
A much less reported, though equally distressing situation remains in Gaza, where almost 2 million Palestinians are today enduring their 12th year of siege. Here, Ummah Welfare Trust has delivered over £2 million of aid to bring normality to our brothers and sisters. Household supplies, cash grants, free medical treatment, food vouchers and the provision of safe water have made a big difference, alhamdulillah.
احنا من منطقة بورتا أبو غزالة في بيت حنون بنشكر جمعية الأمة اللي قامت بمشروع تحلية مياه الشرب لسكان هذه المنطقة، وبالذات وهي منطقة حدودية تتعرض دائما للقصف وما بتصلهاش دائما سيارات المي المفلترة، وبنشكر الجمعية وجزيل الشكر لهم وكل من شارك في هذا المشروع.
Further into Asia, Ummah Welfare Trust has spent over £6 million helping families in impoverished Afghanistan.
كره هندي دا شرغل دي اجا خندا دا سات المستقبل ما شاء الله دي بس ندغ خدای نخوري فالمردا مختار شو شيء غلي مواد بيهم خوراكي شيء وغا بس راسي بلا درسنا لهم خزدا تاغو دا وطن نيم بس ندا.
In response to one of the most difficult years here yet since 2001, Ummah Welfare Trust has delivered food and winter supplies to tens of thousands of families, provided cash grants to widows and orphans, and built several masjids. For our Rohingya brothers and sisters, close to 1 million of whom remain in limbo in Bangladesh, Ummah Welfare Trust has helped and rehabilitated over 170,000 of them in the past year. Fuel, food and clothing supplies have helped refugees in both Bangladesh and India. Over 500 new solar streetlights in Cox's Bazar have also helped women and children to navigate better at night. Away from the oppression, Ummah Welfare Trust has responded to other disasters in the Ummah. The charity has helped earthquake victims in Indonesia, flood victims in Sudan and India, victims of a large fire in the Philippines, and families in Ethiopia fleeing civil strife. Furthermore, the annual winter relief program spanned 10 countries and helped over 50,000 needy families to keep warm and survive the winter. Alhamdulillah, in all, over £10 million has been spent responding to emergencies around the Ummah. Alongside the emergency work, Ummah Welfare Trust's development programs continue to support countless every year. Alhamdulillah, over 11,000 orphans in the past year have been given monthly support. New homes have also been built for hundreds of families, while livelihoods have been provided to the heads of many others. Moreover, over £1 million has been spent providing medical aid. While related to health, £1.7 million has been spent providing clean water to communities in Pakistan, Bangladesh, India, Gaza and Malawi. Ultimately, the foundation for all development is Iman, and so Ummah Welfare Trust works hard to address this poverty. The charity has spent over £2.5 million providing da'wah and education programs in poor communities.
We are here in Milongo, Zomba, Malawi for the opening of Sheikh Muhammad Didat Rahmatullah Ali's Masjid. Few months back ago, the foundation was laid by Sheikh Ahmad Ali from Bradford, UK. Alhamdulillah, the project has been completed with the du'as and the support from the family, friends and students of Marhum Rahmatullah Alayh through Ummah Welfare Trust.
Over 80 masjids have been built. Over 2,800 students of the Quran have been sponsored, and at least 1,600 teachers have been reimbursed. Notable da'wah work has taken place in Africa, where working in Gambia, Malawi, Sierra Leone and Mauritania, Ummah Welfare Trust has provided teachers with cash assistance, provided madrasas with food for their students, and built new masjids for rural communities. And related to da'wah, Ummah Welfare Trust's seasonal programs in the past year have fed hundreds of thousands of our brothers and sisters. Ramadan 2018 saw iftar packs given to almost 120,000 families. For the subsequent Qurbani program, over 12,000 animals were sacrificed and given to poor Muslims. In total, around 3.5 million people have benefited from Ummah Welfare Trust's relief efforts since last Ramadan. May Allah accept the donations that have made this possible. Ultimately, the needs across the Ummah, however, continue to remain huge. And the help our brothers and sisters require does also. So join Ummah Welfare Trust in continuing to meet these challenges and bring about positive change for future generations.
قالوا ولدها قاعدة يا ويلكم من ذا الفطام شوقي لبي ذاك الحنون من كاد لاجلي ما ينام أتخيل في